Hey friends, why do some people remain perfectly content with nothing, while others feel empty even when they have it all? The secret isn't in what you own, but in an ancient way of thinking that has survived for over 2,000 years. Why do you feel empty? Even when you have everything, listen to the question. Let it settle in the marrow of your bones. Look at your life. Look at the accumulation of your days. You have chased the markers. You have run the race. You were told that if you ran hard enough, if you climbed high enough, if you gathered enough money, enough status, enough applause, that the hunger inside you would finally be silenced. You reached the summit. You bought the things. You earned the title. You built the life they told you to build. And yet, here you are, standing in the middle of the room you paid for, wearing the clothes you worked for, surrounded by the people you sought to impress. And the wind still whistles through the cracks in your soul. There is a hollowness that no amount of noise can fill. You scroll through the screens, looking for a signal. You buy the next thing, hoping it acts as a plug for the drain in your chest. But the water keeps running out. You are exhausted, not from the work, but from the weight of maintaining the illusion that you are okay. You are a ghost haunting your own success. Why? Because you have built your house on the sand. You have anchored your ship to clouds that dissipate in the wind. You have tried to quench a spiritual thirst with salt water. You feel empty because you have given the keys to your happiness to everyone but yourself. You have placed your joy in the hands of the market, in the mood of your boss, in the number of likes on a screen, in the traffic, in the weather, in the fragile, shifting opinions of a world that does not know you and does not love you. You are a slave. It does not matter what title is on your business card. If your peace of mind depends on the behavior of others, you are their slave. If your self-worth rises and falls with your bank account, you are a slave to fortune. You have conquered the world. Perhaps, but you have surrendered yourself. 2,000 years ago, a man who truly had everything, absolute power, unimaginable wealth, command over the known world, sat in a tent on the edge of a violent frontier. Marcus Aurelius. He could have had anything he desired. He could have drowned himself in pleasure. And yet, writing by candlelight, covered in the dust of war, he whispered a truth that shatters our modern delusions. He wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, not the quality of your possessions, not the quantity of your accolades, the quality of your thoughts. You are not empty because you lack things. You are empty because you lack the inner citadel. You have left the gates of your mind wide open. You have allowed the chaos of the world to march in with muddy boots and dictate how you feel. You have mistaken the furniture of life for the house itself." Let us begin the reconstruction. Let us walk back into the ruins of your peace and rebuild the walls. It begins with a single, terrifying, liberating realization. It is the realization that broke the chains of Epictetus. Epictetus. He was not an emperor. He was a slave. He walked with a limp because his leg had been shattered by a cruel master. He owned nothing. His body was property. And yet, he was freer than the man who owned him. He was freer than you are right now. How he understood the dichotomy of control, the fork in the road. the dividing line between sanity and madness. He taught us that there are things up to us and things not up to us, up to you, your opinions, your aims, your desires, your aversions, the story you tell yourself about what happens, your character, your integrity, not up to you, your body, your property, your reputation, your job, the economy, the past, the future, the actions of others, death. Look at your anxiety. Look at that tightness in your chest that wakes you at 3 a.m. Trace it back to its source. Every single time, without exception, you will find that you are clinging to something that is not up to you. You are terrified of losing your job. That is not up to you. You can work hard. Yes, you can be excellent. But the decision belongs to another. You are desperate for them to love you. That is not up to you. You can be lovable. You can be kind. But their heart is their own territory, not yours. You are afraid of getting sick. You can eat well. You can run. You can take the vitamins. But the body is a fragile vessel. And biology answers to nature, not to your ego. When you try to control what you cannot control, you are fighting reality. You are screaming at the rain for being wet. You are begging the sun not to set. And because reality always wins, you lose. You are crushed. You feel helpless. You feel empty. But what if you let go? Imagine the terrifying freedom of letting go. Your ego screams against this. Your ego says, if I don't worry about it, it will fall apart. Your ego says, I must control the outcome to be safe. This is the lie. You have never controlled the outcome. You have only exhausted yourself pretending to. The arrow leaves the bow, and the wind takes it. You control the aim. You control the draw. You do not control the flight. When you feel empty, it is because you have placed your joy in the flight of the arrow, not in the drawing of the bow. You have outsourced your happiness to the result. Epictetus warned us, if you want your children and your wife and your friends to live forever, you are a fool, for you want things to be in your power which are not, and you wish what belongs to others to be your own. This sounds harsh to our modern ears. We are soft. We want to believe that love means attachment. But the Stoic knows that true love and true freedom requires the strength to hold things loosely. To build the inner citadel is to withdraw your demands from the world. It is to say to the universe, I will do my best. I will act with virtue. I will be just. I will be brave. And whatever result you give me, I will accept. I will not just accept it. I will embrace it. This is amor fati, the love of fate. It is not resignation. It is not giving up. It is the ultimate act of power. It is looking at the wreckage of your plans and saying, good, this is what is happening. This is the material I have to work with. I will not waste a second wishing it were different. I will build something magnificent out of this. You think you need the promotion to be whole? Marcus Aurelius would ask you, does the emerald lose its quality if it is not praised? Does gold become less gold if no one sees it shine? You are the emerald. Your value is in your nature, in your capacity for reason, for kindness, for endurance. It is not in the applause. When you chase external markers of success, you are digging a hole to fill a hole. You get the car, and the rush lasts a week. Then the emptiness returns, deeper than before. Because the car was never the solution. The car was a distraction from the work you refuse to do. The work is internal. The work is the constant, relentless gardening of your own mind. Weeds grow in the night. The weeds of envy, the weeds of fear, the weeds of resentment. If you do not stand guard at the gate of your mind, they will choke you. This is the discipline of ascent. An impression hits you. Someone insults you in a meeting. The automatic thought rises, they hurt me. They disrespected me. This is bad. The Stoic steps in. The Stoic pauses. The Stoic says to the impression, "Wait. Let me test you. Is it true that they hurt you, or did they just make a sound with their mouth? Is it true that you are diminished, or is your character exactly as it was a moment ago? Choose not to be harmed." Marcus said, "And you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed. And you haven't been. It is a choice. It is always a choice. But you have forgotten that you have this choice. You react like a puppet. Someone pulls the string of insult, and you dance the dance of anger. Someone pulls the string of loss, and you dance the dance of grief. Cut the strings. Do you see the fortress that is what you must build? The inner citadel is not a place of coldness. It is a place of safety. It is the place where you keep the things that truly matter: your integrity, your capacity to love, your will to do good. When you place your joy inside the citadel, nothing can touch it. The economy crashes, the citadel stands. You get sick, the citadel stands. They leave you, the citadel stands. Because your joy was never in the money. It was never in the health. It was never in the person. Your joy was in your own ability to respond to life with virtue. This is what Epictetus meant when he said, "I must die. Must I then die lamenting I must be put in chains? Must I then also lament I must go into exile? Does any man then hinder me from going with smiles and cheerfulness and contentment? They can take your leg, but they cannot take your will. They can take your life, but they cannot take your character." This is the source of the Stoic joy. It is not the giddy, frantic happiness of a child who just got a new toy. It is a deep, resonant vibration of the soul. It is the feeling of a pilot steering a ship through a storm, calm, focused, confident. Not that the waves will stop, but that the ship will hold. But you are afraid of the storm. You are afraid because you are living in the future. You are borrowing trouble. You are suffering difficulties that have not yet happened and may never happen. Seneca laughed at us for this. He said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." You lie in bed and you write tragedies in your head. You script out the ruin of your life. You are a playwright of your own misery. Stop. Come back to the present. Look at this moment. Just this one. Can you bear this moment? Yes, you can. It is only when you pile the weight of the past and the fear of the future onto this fragile second that it breaks. The present is all you have. It is all you have ever had. It is all you will ever have. To live in the future is to be dead. To live in the past is to be a ghost. To live in the present, to apply your reason to the problem right in front of you, to treat the person standing before you with justice and kindness. This is what it means to be alive. So, how do we begin? How do we fill the emptiness? We stop trying to fill it from the outside. We stop treating the world like a vending machine for happiness. We start to treat our own mind as a temple. We practice the reserve clause. When you set out to do something, you say, "I intend to do this, fate permitting." You detach from the outcome. You focus on the effort. You find your satisfaction in the knowing that you showed up, that you tried, that you were disciplined. We practice voluntary discomfort. We turn off the air conditioning. We skip a meal. We sleep on the floor. We remind ourselves that we are tough, that we do not need luxury to survive. We prove to ourselves that the things we fear losing are not actually necessary for our happiness. We practice the view from above. No. We zoom out. We see our life as a tiny spark in the darkness of eternity. We realize that our little dramas are dust. This does not make us nihilists. It makes us light. It takes the heavy burden of self-importance off our shoulders. We are small, and that is beautiful. We are part of a whole, and we remember our duty. Marcus Aurelius didn't want to be emperor. He wanted to be a philosopher. He wanted to read his books. But fate put a crown on his head and a sword in his hand. He didn't run. He didn't complain. He did the job. He served the hive. You feel empty because you are obsessed with yourself. What about me? What about my feelings? What about my wants? The cure for the self is selflessness. Look outward. Who can you help who needs you when you serve others? When you fulfill your role as a human being in the cosmopolis, the community of the world, the emptiness vanishes. You are connected. You are necessary. The world is noisy. It wants to sell you things. It wants to scare you. It wants to keep you hungry, because hungry people consume. Do not let them. Retreat into your inner citadel. Clean the windows of your perception. Throw out the garbage of false value. Realize that you already have everything you need, because you have the capacity to choose your response. You are the master of your own soul. Do not hand the keys to anyone else. Master yourself, and you will find that the emptiness was only the space where your strength was waiting to be born. Goodbye and see you in the next video.